Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barakatah. Yahweh Shemar Latham Bahashem Yahweh Shah. I'm precinct officer of 50 Bar Zarakah, coming out of Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yohana, where we teach the blacks, Native Americans, you understand, the so-called Latinos, you know, everybody that's in every ghetto throughout the world, throughout the planet Earth. You know what I mean? We here to teach that those people are the chosen people of the Bible. When I say the chosen people of the Bible, I'm talking about the people who come from a lineage. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians come from a lineage, a chosen lineage, man. And all this right now that's being put on us, being put on the world, you know, is a plague from the Most High God. When you choose a certain type of people and then we don't live to the standard, and then we don't live or abide to the law, a culture that we had, that we once established here on earth, and then we tend to move on with it, then we get punished, man. Then we get sent to the ghettos. Then we suffer from, you know, diseases. Then we suffer from, you know, not understanding one another, you know, having hate toward each other, not figuring out where this come from, Salakia, not understanding where this come from, not understanding why is it on us. You think this is some personal stuff, man, what we going through. When you can't pay your bills, right? Or you can't understand your children, or your children can't understand you, right? You think that's something personal. You think that you living in the ghetto and can't keep up with the rent is because you can't get a job. You think that you living, in an area where everybody's selling drugs. You think that you just have to be chosen to be living in a community where they push heroin, they push crack cocaine, they push marijuana, they push prostitution, they push so much evil in your community. And you think that this is just because you're black. You think this is just because you're Native American or you Latino. No, this is because you come from the lineage that the Most High God chose. And when you go ahead and act right, then the Lord will bless you. But until then, when we start continuing to murder our brother, murder our children, you understand, have hate towards one another, that's what the Lord is trying to show us right now in this quarantine, man, that we should get to know each other. We should take the time and get to know ourselves, man, because right now, everybody running around in a frenzy. Everybody running around in a frenzy. Nobody know what to do. I mean, they in the crib all day, learning how to cook, trying to learn some essentials because now you're being forced to. Because before, what did we have? We ain't have communication in the household. We ain't have understanding in the household. You get what I'm saying? We barely had a conversation amongst each other to try to figure out who we are in our own damn household. But now the quarantine has got everybody, you understand, covering their mouths, can't go into the store without a face mask. The quarantine got you actually caring about your family members right now. Now you calling up your family members to make sure that everything is all right between them, making sure they ain't coughing, making sure that they ain't sneezing. This is what the quarantine is doing. And now in the midst of all that, now the Lord is putting everything into play. Because what's coming to happen? What's to come? The Bible said that Christ is going to come. The Bible said that the kingdom of this world is going to fall, just like every other kingdom. Rome, Greece, Egypt, every kingdom came to an end. And this is what the Most High is doing right now. You're in the beginning of the end, man. Thus said the Lord. The Lord said he's going to come back and put hellfire on this place, man. You understand? It's going to be destroyed. This world is going to be destroyed. And it's being destroyed as it is already. We've been destroyed here in America, but we continue to destroy it when we sell drugs to another. We continue to destroy it when we abort our babies. Man, talking about abortions, now what's happening? Yeah, you're going to have them babies now. You're going to have to have those babies now. You understand? Because the Lord is against abortion, man. The Lord said, thou shalt not kill. This is in the book of Exodus. Thou shalt not kill, man. The Lord said that the children should be a blessing unto you, man. So now, what you going to do? You can't get rid of those babies, Quarantine said, no, you having those babies. We're going to have a whole bunch of quarantine babies because now everybody in the house and don't know what to do. So now you're going to get closer to your companion. You got the time to get closer to your wife. Wives, you got the time to get closer to your husbands because these are the times that the Lord had to prepare for our King, Yahushua, to come back. We've been speaking this since 1969, man. That the black man, Jesus Christ, as the world ignorantly knows as, we know him as Yahushua. Once he come back, it's time to roll out the red carpets, man. We preparing this. We preparing it for the Lord right now. The whole stage is being prepared before our eyes, man. And again, this quarantine has got so many rules to it. This quarantine has got so many people walking in a way that they never thought they were ever able to walk in their lives, man. The quarantine got people so-called changing their lives. Majority of the people are scared, but some of them are actually taking the initiative to change their life because they are afraid. And they should be afraid, man, because this is the beginning of sorrow. This is the beginning of sorrow, man. And again, we teach since 1969 under Commander General Yohana that blacks, Latinos, and North American Indians need to get their body right. You need to get your mind right, man. You need to get some morals, some standards, some value, and some principle. And stop living on the laws of the white man thinking that that's going to help you. That ain't going to help you in 2020, man. How long you think you're going to be able to last here in America? With America actually not giving a damn about you with this quarantine, man. America don't care. You think that they care that you don't have no way to get to your doctor? You think they actually care about how you feel about this quarantine, man? You know, when they got millions and billions and trillions of dollars to give everybody, you understand? You think that's just because they have it in their back pocket, man? They are prepared for this because they know that the Most High is real. America knows that the Lord is real. The God of Israel is very real. You understand? America knows that. The oppressor knows that. But this is why we teach our people. We have to teach our people that you have a God. And your God isn't Allah, you know. Your God is not Buddha. Your God is not the creature with the 8 arms. You get what I'm saying? Represent Indian gods, man. You have a black God, and it's in the Bible. Believe it or not, man, these are your records. This is your lineage. This is how you trace yourself. This is the only way you're going to get right with the Lord. And when you decide to get right, your life will actually change, man. Your life will actually do a 360 when you come into the Israelite School Universal Practical Knowledge, man. Your life will change. You will have to force to be changed. The same way the quarantine is forcing you guys and women to stay in your damn house, man. The same way you being forced to put a mask on, this Bible gonna force you to change. If you these people that the Bible speaks of, oh, this is gonna force you to change. You ain't gonna eat what you want to eat, man. Yeah, it's time to stop ordering those seafood platters. It's time to stop, eating the bacon with the egg and the cheese, man. That pork bacon, man. It's time to stop eating filthy, disgusting things, trying to be exotic. You want to learn how to be exotic, man. Learn how to be exotic and get your culture back. Learn how to be exotic. Learn how to be exotic and separate yourself from America. That's how you be exotic. That's how you become exquisite, man. When you actually follow these laws here in the Bible, you become exquisite. You become separate. You become holy, man. You become a different people. And the only different people that I see in this world are the brothers and the sisters here in the Israelite School UPK, man. Like, it's too different, man. Going outside, you see everybody with a face mask on. Everybody got a face mask on, man. Scared to death. Scared to breathe, man. They don't know what to do right now. But we've been prepared for this, man. We've been taught and being taught that these scriptures are actually real. And when they come to life, then you actually see that, yeah, okay, there is a God. For all these other religions that have, believing in gods, where's your God right now? Where's Allah, man? You know what I'm saying? We have the biggest Muslim mosque down the street from here. And I don't see no Muslim people outside. I don't see no Muslim people outside. I don't see no Chinese people outside. But we got Issachar outside right down the street. You understand? We got the blacks and Native Americans up and down these streets, man. I don't see the oppressor outside, man. Because the oppressor is scared. You're nervous. You better be nervous. You should be nervous. You should be ready for what's to come to you, man. Because destruction is coming to you in your kingdom. You thought that you was going to be able to survive here, man. You thought that you was going to actually be able to survive here and put the children of Israel in captivity for your whole life. You thought it was never going to be an end, huh? But the Bible said that there is going to be an end. And that's going to be our beginning. When this kingdom falls, then we shall rise. Kwam Yasharala, man. Again, I'm preaching officer of 50 Bars Arba, man. We teach that the blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics need to get their body right. Get your mind, spirit right, man. Because these are the times. If you can't look at what's going on outside your house, if you can't pick up the phone, matter of fact, you don't even got to go outside your house. Turn on the news, man, and see what's going on. See what's going on, man. Take a look at what you look like leaving your house, man. You looking over your shoulder. You see the people with the face mask on, the gloves, I've never seen people put on so many gloves in my life, man. People will put on gloves to avoid a virus before they actually put on gloves to clean, man. It's skyrocketing. The market of gas mask and masks in general, gloves is skyrocketed, man. When are we going to actually take the time to listen out to the priests and prophets? When we've been telling you guys to separate yourself from America, you don't take heed to that. When we tell you to stop eating shrimp, crab, pork, lobster, you understand? You don't take heed to that. When we tell you that you are the greatest people here on earth, you don't take heed to that. But the white man to tell you to put on the goddamn face mask so you can't go shopping and you do it. This is what we come to, man. But we don't respect one another. We should be able to respect each other. We should be able to confide in each other. We should be able to rely on each other. We should be able to trust one another. But we don't even trust each other right now with the coronavirus. Everybody is shifty. Everybody is shifty right now. You know what I mean? Like I said, anybody sneeze around you, you damn near ready to crucify. But again, man, when knowing these scriptures and knowing who you are according to the Bible, then you'll be able to flow through this, man. You'll be able to look at your surroundings and realize that the Lord has actually got his hand in this. That God actually got a plan in this, man. When y'all going around smoking, y'all had 420 last night or yesterday, whatever the case is. Y'all had 420 and y'all still out here sharing and, swapping hands and all that, man, making your exchanges. I don't get it. What is the point of the face mask when you out here smoking weed? When you out here celebrating a national weed day? You'll celebrate a national weed day before you take the alert that what's going on right here is actually a destruction, a plague that's set here on America by the Most High God. And you still out here smoking weed? Come on, man. You can't tell me about what you think the coronavirus comes from when you out here rolling backwoods and smoking your Cheech and Chong life away, man. You can't tell me nothing, man. 420 was yesterday, and again, nobody acknowledged the fact that coronavirus is around. It's like it disappeared for a few hours. That's dumb because that's that's transaction, hand-to-hand transaction with marijuana. When you gotta give someone some weed. Then you have to touch this. So if y'all putting on gloves and masks, what does this mean when you have to exchange marijuana? You understand? And again, they do this every year. They do it every year. A few weeks ago, they still celebrated Easter. You get what I'm saying? Like, we just ain't gonna stop. What's the next holiday that come on after that? What's it? We got, what is it? February. Okay, what is it? It's almost May. Yeah, April shower, bring May flowers. Whatever holiday comes up next, man, guarantee you we will celebrate it. Because why? We don't care about the coronavirus. You know what I'm saying? We don't care about the coronavirus because why? Why don't America or the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans care about the coronavirus and rather smoke weed? Because they don't believe in God. Period. When you out here still living your life lawlessly, that's because you don't have no faith in God, man. You don't have no faith that there can actually be a change, man. Like, what are you going to do to change your life? Are you going to catch the coronavirus? That's what's going to happen. You're going to have to catch the coronavirus in order to change your life. You're going to have to lose a family member. You're going to have to lose a limb. Your house is going to have to be set on fire for you to actually change your life and realize, listen, man, I got to stop doing what I'm doing. I got to stop doing what I'm doing. Why? Because I'm trying to live. Why not try to live right now? Again, come to the school, man. We have schools in every major city. You get what I'm saying? Come to these classes and fill in your blank and figure out where it is that you void in. Where is it that you need to apply these laws? Where is it that you need to actually accept the fact that you was chosen? You tell a black man he chose it today, man, he'd be ready to fight you. You tell a black woman that she's better than every other woman here on this planet Earth. And when I talk about black women, I'm talking about the Latino women. I'm talking about the North American women. When you tell them that they better than every other woman on earth, they against you. But the Lord said that. You can't be mad at what the priests and prophets teach. You understand? Because we coming out of the Bible. People say, oh, no, I can't believe that. Man made that book. Man made that book. I can't believe that. You know how many people talk about man-made stuff? So just because man made something, doesn't mean you can't use it. Don't men make houses? Don't you live in one? You understand? Don't men make clothes? Don't you dress in them? You understand? Don't you make food? When we talking about man, right? Understand, we talk about mankind. We talk about women and men. So to say that the Bible is man-made is foolish. You understand? And it's an excuse. You're thinking about Christianity, and Christianity got nothing to do with the ISUPK. We are not affiliated with no Hebrew Israelite group, and we are not affiliated with no religion, man, at all. This is not a religion. This is a Black, Latinos, and Native American man and woman heritage, culture. You get what I'm saying? Statue. This is what you're supposed to be measured by. When the other nations see you, they're supposed to look at you in astonishment. They're supposed to look at you like, man, these people are great people, are a wise and understanding nation. That's what is said in the Bible. We ain't coming off of our own words, man. And these people, again, these people who I'm talking about here in the Bible are today your Black, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. It don't have nothing to do with everybody. This is not a book for everybody. Loving everybody is not going to solve the answer. Loving everybody is not going to fix the goddamn quarantine, man. I hear advertisements all damn day talking about, stay in the house to prevent the spread, this, that, and the third. Man, listen. If you want to prevent the quarantine, come to the school. Come to the school. Bring you and your children to class, you get what I'm saying, and realize how to move through this. This is a navigation system. The Bible is a navigation system. It teach you how to move out here. Again, listen, man, this in any day in life, this will teach you how to move. It'll teach you how to, be able to respond to certain situations, be able to understand how to go about certain situations. The Bible teaches you not to be in your emotions and deal with problems or any issues or anything civilly. You get what I'm saying? With some understanding, with some wisdom, instead of actually being, in your feelings and want to come, just want to ruin everybody's life because you don't have things figured out. You want to kill a brother because your life is wrong. Because you're living a bad life. You want to kill a brother. That don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. And again, the difference from understanding the Bible and knowing the Bible is knowing who you are. You will be able to understand this Bible when you know who you are. You have to be taught who you are in this Bible, man. And again, all it really takes is just some time to sit and understand, want to know, want to actually know who these people are. And yes, they are still here today. This is not, you think God favorite people who has died off of the earth or something? If God is here today, in which he is, the invisible wise one. If God is here today, right? You don't think that his people aren't here today? You don't think the people he chose are here today, man? I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 7:6, right? If you're online, just go to Deuteronomy 7:6. Please share the class, man. Please share the class of Priest and Officer 50 Bars Arakah. This is Deuteronomy 7:6. It says, for thou art an holy people. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to Deuteronomy 7:1, right? Deuteronomy 7:1. It says, the Lord thy God shall bring thee into a land whither thou go to possess it, and have cast out many nations before thee, the Hittites, the Girgashites, the Amorites, and the Canaanites, and the Perizzites, and the Hivites, and the Jebusites, 7 nations greater, mightier than thou. This is talking about the nation that was in the land that the Lord said he was going to give us, Africans. Basically, a lot of Africans, man. And again, when we talking about the holy people, we ain't talking about black people. We're talking about Israelites. You understand? To associate yourself with a color shows that don't have any real understanding. A color you can find in a crayon box. This is your nationality. A black man has nothing to do with an African. We are not Africans. We don't come from, those goddess and, God's culture. That is not us. We come from a lineage of kings and priests. You understand? And princesses. That's who you are. You is not a damn African. In 2020, you need to know that. And I'm going to read on. Verse 2, and when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them, and shalt make no covenant with them, nor shew mercy unto them. This was talking about the Israelites in Deuteronomy, man. Said that we should not show no mercy. Matter of fact, it said that we should utterly destroy them. So again, to be a Christian and think that, you're supposed to get smacked across the head and, and not do anything, peace. Matter of fact, Martin Luther King was the best example. You know what I'm saying? He was a Christian. And what did he do? What was the example of a Christian, man? He let our women get dog sick on them. He let the elderly get spit on. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you had women and children frantic because you had the oppressor, disrespecting us all through the cities and streets. Basically, killing us. And he allowed that because he was a goddamn Christian, man. Christianity has nothing to do with the Bible at all. To be an Israelite means to utterly destroy someone if the Lord tells you to. You understand? So to be passive aggressive is not of the Lord, man. It said utterly destroy them. And thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor show any mercy unto them. Meaning, don't make no covenant with them. We're not going to show them our secrets. You can't be with what we have, man. The Lord gave it to us. Like the Lord said that you're not supposed to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. Let those other nations eat that bull crap, man. Because what the Lord gave you was a dietary law. It'll help you survive. Maybe if you, instead of, looking for, trying to be a vegan or follow these, and there's nothing wrong. What I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with eating habits, but it's specific things that the Lord told us not to eat. If you was to apply it to the biblical dietary law, that's what brothers and sisters should be saying. It's like,
I'll give you a couple minutes, I'll take over, okay?
So imagine following, instead of saying, oh, I'm on a diet, or instead of saying, oh, I'm vegan, or instead of saying, I don't eat meat, imagine saying, if someone asks you, man, listen, I don't eat that because I follow the biblical dietary law. You understand? Saying that I follow the biblical dietary law will make people question, what do you mean by that? Biblical. First of all, they're going to start thinking the Christian. Oh, Bible? You talking about a Bible? Forget all that. Yeah, I'm following the biblical dietary law, which means what? I don't eat shrimp. I don't eat crab. I don't eat lobster. Now, Muslims say they don't eat pork. Now, do they say they follow a dietary law? No. But in actuality, what they do is they try to implement our dietary law. To say that you follow, again, to say that you rather follow a biblical dietary law should show the world that the God of this Bible is actually to help, you live, help you continue. All the laws, statutes, and commandments right here is help you to give you longevity in this world, man. We should be able to establish all the laws throughout the planet Earth. But the Lord gave it to us. The Lord gave us this covenant because we are separate. We were actually supposed to show the world the example. Being a Christian is not the example that the Lord wants us to be. Martin Luther King was not the example that what the Lord wants to see in a black man. Right here in Deuteronomy 7:2, it said that we shall utterly destroy them. Martin Luther King wasn't getting utterly destroyed. He wasn't doing utterly nothing. He was actually taking a whooping. And that has nothing to do with the men of God, man. Again, we are not out here starting nothing, but we are not out here running from nothing either. You can't be a man of the Lord and you actually taking, some rigor. When you're actually taking oppression, you understand? You're supposed to fight your way through out of it. How do we fight? Spiritually. Christianity was not spiritually equipped to get us out of America, man. And that's why it's going to be destroyed and it's continually to be destroyed because that is not the answer. I'm going to skip down to Deuteronomy 7:6. For thou art an holy people. For thou art an holy people, man. You separate. You stay over here. Let them stay over there. The way we operate over here is by a statute, by moral conduct. You understand? Some integrity. That over there is free. And ain't nothing in this world free, man. You have to serve something or someone, man. That over there is free. They're rebellious. That's rebel. That's rebel over there. This is order. The Lord said that we separate. We supposed to be separate from what happens here in America. To follow, again, 420, you out here smoking your head off, that has nothing to do with the Lord. When the Lord tells us not to put anything into our bodies that would defile. And he's not talking about your words, man. He's talking about your temple. To destroy your temple, again, the dietary law will help you. For you health conscious people out there, will help you build yourself. The Lord said not to destroy yourself, man, or he will destroy you. I'm paraphrasing. The Lord has it's no gray area with the Lord. He said, stay over here, we stay over here. Let them do that, they're going to do that. But what we're going to do is continue to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of this Bible. And with that being said, I'm going to pass the class off to Captain Amada Short.
Most I grace go out. Appreciate it, many man. All right, shalom. What's going on, Israel? Of course, we all know tonight is the Brotherhood class, right? So if anyone has any questions, go ahead and type them in. Right fast. Let's go to Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. All right, we want to start there. I'll tell you something. If you don't know that we are in the last days, and you about to know very soon. Right. Very soon. You understand me? Especially, with all these shutdowns, the businesses, nothing is running now how it used to, be running. And of course, the Most High God, Yahweh, he's showing forth his power and his strength in these last days of time. Before we go to Ezekiel, right? Let me get Romans 9 and 17. Let's go to Romans 9 and 17 right fast. I know a lot of us look at Esau like, they on top. They're going to always be on top. But let me tell you something. It ain't going to always be like this, like how it is now. Like the Lord said in the book of Isaiah, where I believe Isaiah, I'm going to say the 11th chapter, he said that our children will narrowly look upon them and say, is this the man that caused the earth to tremble? Everything that's going on right now is of the Most High God. Every single thing that you see, the COVID-19, everyone wearing face masks and all that. Everyone is afraid right now. You understand me? And this is what we all need to understand. We are at the end. We're at the end. You understand me? You see, Esau economy is falling. It's falling. For the oil prices, man, they went down tremendously. Which also goes to show that a lot of these businessmen that own the oil companies and all that, they about to go out of business. And of course, the Most High is in the midst of everything that is going on today. So if you didn't know that we had the truth since 1969, you should be able to observe and see what is actually going on today. What is going on today? There is a pandemic throughout the whole entire globe right now. Everyone is afraid. Everybody is afraid. Donald Trump, you go on the news and say, you want to reopen up the country and all that, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But let me tell you something, man. This is the new normal. This is the new reality. And from here and going forth, man, it's only going to get worse. You understand? Simply because the oppressor ain't want to let, his people go. They ain't want to give us no reparation. When, of course, it goes to show that they had the money. They had the money, man. They could have gave us 40 acres and a mule, but they don't respect God's chosen people. And in these last days that we are in today, the Most High feel to deal with them. Okay? I'm going to read Romans 9 and 17. Matter of fact, I'm going to start at 15, okay? Romans 9 and 15.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 15. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy.
Now, who is the people that the Most High God decided to have mercy upon? The Israelites. You understand me? Those people that are completely destroyed. That's in supermarkets wearing masks. Matter of fact, you have to wear masks now in PA. You can't go in any essential business and not wear a mask. So if you don't have a mask, hey, man, you got to wear a scarf. You got to make it work. You got to make it work some way, somehow. You understand me? The Most High God decided to show mercy upon us because he see what we are going through right now. And if we all, as a nation, as a society of people, if we all looked at the COVID-19 and really understood that God has caused the COVID-19, he caused it, man. He's stopping the economy from just booming. It was booming. Not too long ago. They was making billions of dollars. The Most High God is stopping it because he is trying to help us understand that he wants to have mercy upon us. And the only way he can actually have mercy upon us if he take from the oppressor. When he take things from the oppressor, then we good. We living good. You understand me? Now we have a check. We have whatever the Most High is going to give us. But when the oppressor is just on top, they will never give a damn about God's chosen people. Never, whatsoever. The Lord said he chose to have mercy upon whoever he chose to have mercy upon. Okay? Go ahead, read on.
Come. And I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion.
So now the Lord is saying, here, I do whatever I want to do. You understand? Everybody always talking about God loves everyone. He loved the oppressor. He loved the Chinese. Well, damn. If he loved the Chinese, what the hell they started this whole virus for if he loved them? Obviously, he don't love them. He only loved one nation of people. And only if that one nation of people decided to breathe in life. When I say breathe in life, most people may not understand what I'm saying, if you're not in the Israelite school of UPK, but breathe in life. Something that is going to make you live for a very, very long time. And that's what we need in these last days of time. Everyone waiting for unemployment. You're waiting to find a new job when you should be waiting for the Most High God, Yahweh, because he caused every single thing. Like he said, I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. The Most High God has wounded America right now. Right. And that's why they are suffering so bad. So bad. And they deserve it. They deserve every second of it. Because what they've done to his people. Police officers still ain't having mercy on God's chosen people. It was a story that came out, I want to say about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, right? A brother was on a bus down in Center City, Philadelphia, right? With no face mask on. And about 10 police officers, they dragged him off the bus. And it was so uncalled for. They ain't have to do that. But of course, anyone that have the mark of the beast and the oppressor, they could really care less about God's chosen people. And that's why the Lord he is trying to help you understand. That's why he's bringing forth his hand to destroy America like he destroyed Pharaoh during the time of Egypt. Read on.
Verse 16. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that sheweth mercy.
Go ahead.
Verse 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up.
Now that's why the Most High raised Pharaoh up. Now remember, Pharaoh, man, he was in charge for a very long time. Read about ancient Egypt. You understand me? How when we first went into Egypt, all the things we had to suffer as a people, our children being put down. Pharaoh not trying to give us 3 days off of work so you can breathe for a minute. Oh, I'll be damned. If this ain't Egypt now, then I don't know what time we in. Because it's the same exact thing that is going on. That was going on thousands and thousands of years ago. And now the Lord trying to set black people free from work. What do? We protest. You understand? Want to go back to work for what? For what? To be a slave? To be a slave in America? You can forget about the oppressor. If the oppressor don't go back to work, he is going to kill himself. He is going to commit suicide and kill his wife and kill all of his children because they cannot go through what we go through every single day. Can you imagine a black woman having tons of kids, going through poverty? You know, got to put food up in the house, single parent, no father, no one up in there to help the black woman. Can you imagine what our sisters go through every single day? And now the oppressor have to go through it for what? For a small period of time. You know, and they ready to just go ahead and just murder everybody. Everybody. Like the Lord said, this people, we are stronger than the other people. We can be poor and live. We've been doing it for over 400 plus years. We cannot have a job and figure out a way to eat. We've been doing it for a very long time. We cannot have no food in the house, but figure out a way to feed those kids. How long have we been doing that? For years and more years to come. But, boy, oh boy, when the oppressor have to experience that, then they ain't going to last as long as we have. Okay? Go ahead, read on.
That I might show my power indeed.
That's why the Most High raised Pharaoh up. You understand me? Egypt is spiritually America today. The Most High raised Pharaoh up to destroy him. Right? Now, during the time of Pharaoh, everyone looked up to him. We were his servants, man. All the Israelites. Right? We bowed down to Pharaoh. We built Egypt exactly how we built America today. And if it wasn't for the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, it would have never been in Egypt. And it would definitely have never been America. You understand me? We keep America flowing. Without the Mexicans, who the hell want to cook food in those fast food spots? Applebee's and Olive Garden, Fridays and all that. Hell, you think gonna cook in those kitchens, man? Not all white people. We have been keeping America flowing for a very long time. And just like how the Most High God raised Pharaoh up, he raised him up so he can destroy him. So he can take everything that he had. If I could, Barzal, can you make sure you share the class and all the groups and all that, please? Let's try to put it out there, okay? You understand? The Most High God is not playing. He is not playing in these last days of times that we are in. The only thing the Most High God really wants us to do is to awake. Awake. Wake up. Get yourself together. How long will we feel comfortable just living how we've been living for a very long time? How long? Enough have to be enough. If 400 years wasn't enough, can you imagine 400 more years? Sheesh. The oppressor can't even do 10 years. 6 months, matter of fact. He can't even do that. They can't suffer. We've been suffering because we decided to not take on the real meaning of life. Most of us don't understand life. We don't understand why the Most High God put us on this earth. And he ain't put us on this earth to live how we want to live. Why would he do that? Why would he create any human being to wake up and say, okay, this is my life. I do what I want. I eat what I want to eat. This is my body. I can do what I want to do with my body. When the Most High God, he gave you that body. He created you. He gave you a mouth so you can eat. He gave you legs so you can walk. He gave you arms, man, so you can pick up things and work. Jeez, you got the Christians, they out there begging for money now. Boy, oh boy. Begging. When they ain't even working. Like Commander Junior Honda brought out last night, go get a job. They've been telling us that for a very long time. And we actually out there teaching on those street corners. We teaching the true doctrine of the Most High God, Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. We teaching the doctrine. We have a job. We are open. Where are they? Sitting at home, quarantine, watching Netflix and movies 24/7. The Most High God raised Pharaoh up just so he can destroy him.
Right.
You understand? Because everybody looked at Pharaoh like he was a god. Everybody. Damn it, like how they looked at on Goliath. Until a young man by the name of King David came and slew him with a rock and killed them and took over the so-called Philistines. Read on, Brother
Come on. And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
Listen, that's how great the Most High is. Well, he don't want to just, he don't want to just take you out like that when you're so weak. No, the Lord, he'll raise you up. Like how he raised the Egyptians up. Like how he raised the oppressor up. Because everyone in their name. When you look at the oppressor, you cannot even imagine him being taken out by a nigga or by anybody else. You can't even imagine that. The Most High God, he knows that. He see it. He see people look at the oppressor like they are God. Like they are the greatest people on this earth. You understand me? They down there in Israel proclaiming to be God's chosen people, to be the Jews and all that. The Most High know that America has the greatest military structure alive. He knows it. He raised them up. Just like how he raised Pharaoh up. And he only raised them up to take it away from them. That's the God that you serve. You understand me? Everyone out here, is so afraid of the COVID-19. When you should be afraid of the God who has created the COVID-19. You know how many, listen, you know how many people have died due to cancer? Millions of people. Millions. Look it up yourself in your own time, right? Type it in Google. Everyone is familiar with Google, right? Type that in. Look up how many people have died due to cancer. How many people have died due to AIDS and HIV. Look it up. Millions of us have died. Millions. But of course, but of course, we look at it today like, okay, COVID-19, and everybody's afraid of the COVID-19. But really, if we want to really be technical, everyone should be afraid of Yahweh. The Most High God ain't no joke. He ain't no joke at all. When you see those storms and tornadoes, listen, man, it was raining today, and the winds were just blowing everywhere. You understand? The Most High God is the terrible power. He is no God, no power to play with. That's why the statistics came out. They said blacks, Latinos, and so-called Native American Indians, we are the #1 people that's dying of the COVID-19. Why is that? Why is that? I'll tell you why. Because we are God's chosen people. Thus, we are his chosen people. Hold that right on. Let's go to Amos. Let me get Amos right fast. Let me get Amos 3:1. Amos 3:1 right fast, okay? We have any questions online, let me know, okay? Try to share the class and all those groups and all that, okay? Most High in Christ.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Oh, children of who?
Of Israel.
That we are God's children, man. Not everyone, but us, the children of Israel. Read on.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, say, you only have I known.
Read that again.
You only have I known.
Read that again.
You only have I known.
Listen, 2020, they talking about God knew everyone. Well, I mean, that ain't actually in the Bible. The Lord said, you only have I known. The Lord only know poor people. He only know the people that's in Badlands, the Latinos, the Native American Indians, like any father. You don't know no one else's child. You know your children, man. Because you fed them, man, when they were 1, 2, 3 years old. You raised them up. You took care of them. You disciplined them when they needed it, man. You corrected them. Read on.
Of all the families of the earth, therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities.
That's why we die more than anybody else. Like, Bob, you give me Romans, go back to Romans 9 and 17. That's why he punished us more than anybody else. Because he loved us more than anybody else. We are his children. We are those Gentiles that can receive redemption and salvation, that can be redeemed, taken back. We are those children, not the oppressor, not the other nations. We are. That's why when we go ahead and, go against the Most High God, then we are highly likely to catch the COVID-19, because he will punish you for all your iniquities. There's only one thing the Most High God really wants, man, and that's obedience. It's obedience. That's all he wants from us. It's for us to look at him and bow down our heads before him. Right. The Lord been trying to get us to serve him since Adam and Eve. You understand me? Egypt, during time of Pharaoh, trying to get us to serve him. But of course, like the scriptures say, man, we are a rebellious nation of people. You'll think, right? With this COVID-19, maybe a sign like that. You better change your life. Because if you don't change your life, you may be the next victim. You may be the next one that will die of the COVID-19. And you are highly likely to die because you smoke cigarettes and you smoke weed and you do all types of drugs in the world. The Lord said he only know us. So when we do something evil, he gonna punish you for all your iniquity. All right? Go ahead and read Romans 9 and 17. I buy.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 9 and verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee.
That's why the Lord raised Pharaoh up, to destroy him, to take every single thing away from him. He can just raise him up, so he can rule forever. That's exactly why. Remember, they was a what? A little horn. And they grew. And they grew. And they got allies. And then ultimately, we decided to give them power. How did we give the oppressor power? We gave them power. But how? I'll tell you how, right? We gave them power by worshiping Caesar Borgia. We gave them power. You understand me? Can you imagine, right? What is a religion without blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians? What is the NFL without blacks, Latinos, and so-called Native American Indians? What is a Major League Baseball league without blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man? There's nothing. We gave the beast power by bowing down to the beast and worshiping that beast. We raised them from the dead. If we have never decided to bow down and worship the beast, we'd be worshiping the Most High God. Precept: no man cannot serve two masters, because you're going to love the one and then you're going to hate the other. Let's read on.
Oh God. And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Verse 18. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy.
Go ahead.
And whom he will he pardoneth. Verse 19. Thou wilt say then unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will?
Go ahead.
Verse 20. Nay, but, O man, who art thou that repliest against God? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus?
Hey, see that, man, like a movie director. Movie directors, what the hell do they do? They do whatever the hell they want to do. Okay, they create a bad guy and a good guy. You understand? You ain't gonna call the movie director and say, hey man, what's going on with this bad guy you created? You're gonna sit back and watch the movie, right? Like any person, you're gonna sit back, you're gonna enjoy the movie, you're gonna eat some popcorn, some candy, some orange soda and some Sprite and all that, and you're gonna sit there and have a good old time. You ain't gonna sit there and ask number one, you can't even ask the director anything, right? Because you can't get to them. The Lord is saying, who are we to ask him anything? Is not God above a movie director? Damn. You understand me? The Most High God can do whatever he chooses to do. And he decided to create the oppressor to be the wicked of the earth. And he also made a decision. And he chose his people to be above everybody else that is on the earth. Let's read on.
Verse 21. Have not the potter power over the clay of the same love to make one vessel unto honor
Good.
and another unto dishonor? Verse 22. What if God, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endure with much long suffering?
See that? Hey, the Most High God ain't no joke, man. The Most High God want to create someone, and then this is how you know the Most High God is so serious, right? And he is a God that you do not want to play with. Think about it like this. If he can raise the oppressor up just to take everything away from him, right? Can you imagine if you go ahead and sin against the Most High God, right? And then after that, things start to, get better for you. It's like, damn, I left the truth and everything is fine. Or my life is actually getting a little better. And before you know it, you start to crash like the stock markets, man. You understand? The Most High God can make it seem like you will always win. And the oppressor mind, he really believed that they will always win. They will always be in charge. They will always be on top. When, it's the Most High God up there looking like, okay, remember, I raised you up. And I can take it away from you just like that. And that was the point of him raising the oppressor up. If we have never sinned against the Most High God, we would not be in the hand of the oppressor. The oppressor would be in our hands. But yet, we decided to go against the Most High God. And now look where we are today. Begging to go back to work. Got to be kidding me, man. Begging to go back to work. When you was working, like, damn, I need a day off. Yeah, I'm tired of getting up 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And now we have the time. What do? We beg to go back to work. Then if this ain't Egypt, then I don't know what it is, Akia. You understand me? We was begging to go back to Egypt. Begging. They came to Moses and said to Moses, they said, damn, we might as well go back. The Most High God brought us in this wilderness just so we can die, just so we can be destroyed. We didn't understand what was going on. Like how most of us don't understand what's going on right now. This COVID-19 is just the beginning. It is only going to get worse. Something else is going to happen. Give it about 3 to 6 months. It's going to be a terrorist attack. America is going to fall. Like John the Revelator said, Babylon the Great is falling. This is the beginning of the end. It's just the warm-up. And if you're wise, then you'll see what's going on in this book. And you will have to make a decision to either change your life or live your life how you've been living your whole entire life. But that's going to cause a lot of death and destruction and a lot of pain.
The vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, verse 23, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy,
Good.
which he had afore prepared unto glory. Verse 24, even us whom he hath called, not of the Jews only, but also of the Gentiles.
There you go. Of course, these Gentiles are the ones that are calling themselves African American. These Gentiles are the Hispanics, man, that were cast out as a nation of people. The people that's in the hood, that's in the ghettos, man, that's barely surviving off food stamps, man. You can get that, man. Especially those Hispanics, man. They got about 10 kids up in one house. Mexicans, you can forget about it, man. Now, no, it sounds about 20 Mexicans in one house trying to survive. The Lord wants, he really want to bring us out of this place. He really want to. But of course, as any father, you're going to have to show him. You got to show him that we are worth it. And if we out there getting high and, smoking weed and just, wearing face masks and taking it off to smoke a cigarette, then the Lord ain't going to never bring us out, man. You understand me? We'll be in this captivity for another 400 plus years. Another 400 plus years. I can't even imagine that. Listen, I damn near can't even imagine another year. You understand me? Yet another 400 plus years. Can you imagine when the children of Israel first run into Egypt and bondage and captivity? Remember, Abraham went there as a what? An old man. An old man. He died. He died in Egypt, man. You understand me? He told his son Joseph to bury him with his other fathers, man. You understand me? His other family. Can you imagine being an old man first going into Egypt and then knowing this captivity is going to last for a very long time, But the time is almost up. It's almost up. And like any father, the Lord wants us to come back to him, come back to his laws and his statutes and his commandments so we can live and become a people again and stop being considered Gentiles. Let's drop that. Let's go to the book of Revelation. We're on 13th chapter, okay?
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
And I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea,
Mm-hmm.
having 7 heads
Mm-hmm.
and 10 horns,
God.
and upon his horns 10 crowns,
Mm-hmm.
and upon his heads the name of blasphemy.
So, of course, the 7 horns and the 10 crowns, the crowns are rulerships, right? The horns are Babylon allies. All right, give me a few horns. Go ahead, Brazar.
Europe,
Europe, I'll take it. Give me a few more. Go ahead.
Italy,
Italy. I'm going to say Spain, Portugal. Give me a few more. England. Go ahead, Ibad.
Norway?
Norway, okay. Norway, I'm like 50-50 on Norway. I don't believe Norway is one, right? But of course, you know, the 7 heads are the allies of America, which is England, Italy, French. What else? What else? Oh, you said, brother. You said another one. Right, Portugal. 7 allies of America, right? And remember, America was the smallest one, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew, and now America is the biggest empire alive. Okay, let's read on.
Okay. Verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard,
Mm-hmm.
and his feet were as the feet of a bear,
Mm-hmm.
and his mouth as the mouth of a lion.
Right.
And the dragon gave him his power,
Mm-hmm.
and his seat,
Right.
and great authority.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death,
Right.
and his deadly wound was healed.
Mm-hmm.
And all the world, verse 4, and they worshiped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast.
Now, who is the dragon? And they gave power unto the dragon. Who is the dragon? What do dragons do? How do they live? Where do they stay? If they need to go somewhere, how do they travel? Who is the dragon? Go ahead, Barzarika.
the oppressor.
Right, you gotta give me a little more. You're right, but give me a little more. How can you prove that the dragon is the oppressor? Go ahead.
Kokan. Well, he the one that that flies in the air and live in the caves.
Mm-hmm.
Tell lies.
All right. Give me more on the dragon. How can you link the oppressor to a dragon? Ibaya.
The oppressor's military power.
Right. Now you're going more into it, right? His military power. What do a dragon do? Breathe forth what? Fire. What do the United States military does? They bomb you. Those bombs are a fire. What else do dragons do? They fly. What do the U.S. military do? They fly. They are in the air. You understand me? They're on airplanes and helicopters and all that, drones. You understand me? They are everywhere. You understand me? A dragon is so hard to destroy a dragon. And when you think about it, right? Even the other countries know. Iran. When Donald Trump sent to kill one of their generals down Iran, no, they can't just attack America, because they know once they make that decision and go ahead and attack the Americans, they know that America is a dragon, and a dragon is damn near unstoppable. It's hard to stop someone that's flying, someone that has bombs and nuclear bombs and nuclear weapons. You understand me? And everyone is afraid of the beast. However, we gave the beast power. We gave him power. Okay? Read that again from the top. Verse 4. Revelation 13 and 4.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 4. And they worship the dragon, which gave power unto the beast.
That's how we gave him power. We worship the dragon. We worship the oppressor, Caesar Borgia. We worship them. And if we are worshiping them, come on, man. What the hell you think gonna happen after that? When the Lord said, we are the salt of the earth. Whatever we do, everyone else is going to at least try to do. We worship the dragon, man. The dragon was dead at one period of time. And we bring the dragon back. During the Dark Ages, the dragon was wiped out. It was dead. Black men were in charge, man. We were ruling the earth. And then we fell weak. The oppressor came and, got in our heads and our minds and all that. And we decided to worship them. And we gave all the power back to them. When all we had to do was worship the Most High God. And that dragon would have stayed what? Wounded. And never came back to life. Let's read on.
Oh God. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast?
Hey, who is like unto the beast, man? Who can stop the beast? You understand me? When I look at the oppressor, I see how amazing that they are living. It's like, damn. I used to work for a couple of trash companies in the past, right? Listen, I'll be picking up their trash, their garbage, right? And I'm looking at their homes like, yo, you got to be kidding me, man. You understand? Like, the house is just amazing. Backyard is just, the children out there, they send their kids out there. Hey, go and give the trash man $1. Go give them a little tip, man. Children out there don't have to worry about hearing no gunshots at night. None at all. They don't have to worry about being robbed. They don't have to worry about, leaving their door and going outside and there's 20 niggas on the corner. They don't have to worry about that because they are in charge. They are in heaven. And every time I see it, I get so jealous, man. The Lord said confession is good for the soul. Every time I see, I get so jealous. And what comes to my mind is what the Lord said in Deuteronomy. He said, I'm going to make thee jealous upon a people that is not even a people, man. When we should be the ones that should be living like that. We should be above the other nations. We should be living great, and our children should be on horses. But we're not, because we chose we. Come cigarettes. We chose drugs than to be a superior nation of people. And now we look at the oppressor, and the oppressor is just living it up. Living it up. We gave power unto that beast by wearing the Christian charge, the Christian cross, by bowing down to them, by going to the Christian church that ain't even open right now. They closed right now. They can't help you right now. Their doors are locked. You understand me? We gave them power. Imagine if we would have gave the Most High power, then we have crowns upon our heads. You understand me? But being in slavery for such a long period of time, and it's damn like today, right? Like, we were slaves for so long. This is all we know. All we know how to do is what? Work. All we know. You understand? That's what they are protesting for. To work. That's all we know how to do is work. Because we worship the beast. We gave the beast power. Go ahead, Brother Zaraka.
It's like, so they protesting to work?
To work, yeah. To work. They had big protest down. Now, it was on tons of Esau, too. Of course, there was some Jake's up in there in the midst of it, right? Protesting to go back to work. You understand me? I was talking to a few brothers in the world. They said, Dad, I know when I do go back to work, I'm going to really appreciate life because I know work can be taken away from me just like that. And I'm thinking, in my mind, I'm like, damn, like all we know how to be is slaves. That's all we know how to do is work. So if, how many white people that have been sitting home, raising their children and making millions of dollars a year. And they don't have to do nothing because the husband is at work.
Right.
The wife is home. She raising up the little ones, man. Feeding them in breast milk. Taking good care of those little kids. And even when those kids, when they grow up, they don't got to work neither. Because their father is going to pass everything down to them. All they have to do is what? Hire employees. They hire you. You work. That's all you know how to do is work. That's all we know how to be in America. It's slaves, man. Slaves. When the Most High God has something better for us. But we have to break that mindset of just being slaves in America. Okay? Let's read on.
Who is able to make war with them?
They said, who can fight the beast? You understand me? No one wants to fight America. No one. The Americans, they have a chemical bomb, right? They can just go ahead and shoot the bomb to a country, and then the bomb can simply explode, and everyone can have a disease and die. The Americans, they have the resources to wipe out a whole entire country. No one wants to fight that beast. You understand me? It was said in Genesis that Esau was blessed with the sword. That's his blessing. No one knows how to kill more than Esau. He can create a nuclear bomb that can wipe out a whole nation of people in 60 seconds.
Right.
1 minute, one bomb. All right. And of course, I know that's in history, right? Somebody give it to me. When did that happen? Barzarika.
Was it Hiroshima?
Right. That's a good one. Was you going to say the same thing? Yeah, go. See that? One bomb. And listen, that bomb, that nuclear bomb is still in the air there. People are still suffering till this day because of that. No one went to fight the beast. No one. Because he was blessed with the sword. He was blessed. That's why he said, who can come against the beast? Let's read on.
Okay. Verse 5. And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies.
Now this is also how you know that the dragon and the beast. Listen, in 2020, do not say that the mark of the beast is a microchip. Okay? Don't say that. 2020, let's stop believing in that. All right? All that 5G and all that. Everyone is afraid of the 5Gs and all that. I don't know what the hell is going on with our people, man. Matter of fact, let me tell you what it is. They smoke too much weed.
Right.
Too much weed. And that weed is making them insane. Insane. It's taking everything away from them, man. You understand me? They said his mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. What is the great things and blasphemies that the oppressor have spoken, or the dragon or the beast have spoken against the Most High God? I give you a few. God love everyone. Christ is white. God gonna love you no matter what. These are blasphemies, right? And also, Donald Trump telling them, oh yeah, we're gonna overcome the invisible enemy. Donald Trump don't even know. And you so dumb for saying that, because how can you overcome something that you cannot see? Like, how can you do that? There is no logic in that whatsoever. You understand me? They have spoken blasphemies against the Most High God, man. For them calling us African American.
Right.
When the Lord said we are the biblical Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. But of course, Esau the dragon. Boy, oh boy. No one wants to come against the dragon. No one wants to be the one that is going to be different, because they know the oppressor has tons of power. Not even knowing that the Most High gave him that power just so he can take it right away from them. We read in Romans 9:17. For the same reason have he raised Pharaoh up, to show his power to all the people of the earth. When you see the oppressor fall, it's going to be damn near like, oh, wow. It's going to be wow. It's going to be like, wow, I cannot believe this. This is, some people want to say this, okay? This got to be a dream. It got to be a dream. You ever had a bad dream, or, you know, you went through something in life and you say, damn, I really wish it was a dream. You understand me? You wish you could just wake up and say, oh, okay, you know, it was just a dream. But damn, it wasn't a dream. Like, nigga, you about to do 20 years in jail, bro. 20 years in jail. That is not no dream.
Right.
You understand me? People are going to look at the oppressor going to fall tremendously. The Lord going to bring him down to the dust of the ground. And some people want to think it's a dream. They're going to say it got to be a dream. You understand me? But it's really the Most High God. You know, he's actually showing his power and his might and his strength and all his ability to take down the enemy. Okay? Let's read on.
And power was given unto him to continue 42 months.
Who gave him that power? Go on, Brother Rick. Most High God gave him that power. Most High God gave the oppressor power. He gave the dragon power. Read on.
Verse 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God.
And then he opened his mouth and blasphemy against Yahweh. Read on.
To blaspheme his name.
And blaspheme his name. You understand me? I'm saying that white people are the chosen people of God. You blaspheming the Most High's name.
Right.
You understand me? You are blaspheming his name. And the Most High God don't like that. Don't blaspheme the name of God. They have changed the name of God. You understand me? All that Yiddish BS they got going on. They got tons of names for the Most High God. Jehovah, Yahweh, Ben Yah. Listen, man, Yeshua, what else? Yah. Tons of names for the Most High God, man. And it came from the oppressor. He blasphemed the name of the Most High God, Yahweh. And the Most High God saw it. He saw it, man. You imagine when that sun is going down, it's so bright. You don't have dark curtains, right? So now you can see all the sun just coming in through your house, and it's so bright. And it kind of gives you a sense of someone is always watching you. Someone's watching you. You understand? I mean, that sun is very bright. Very bright. It's a bright sun. And when you think about the scriptures, when the Lord said his eyes is 10 times brighter than the sun, can you imagine the sun? And then imagine that sun being 2 times brighter? Sheesh. Hey, you may need some shades, young man. You may need to put something on you. You understand? You gotta put something over your eyes, man, because you may just lose your sight when you go ahead and see how bright the sun is. And then imagine it being 5 times brighter. You forget about it. You're dead, man. You're dead. That sun is going to kill you. It's going to overheat you. You are going to die. And then, like the Lord said, his eyes are 10 times brighter than the sun. 10 times. Like, sheesh. The sun ain't up right now, but you'll see when it's coming up. And that sun is bright. It also goes to show, life is a test every day of you getting up in the morning and going to bed. Every day is a test. The Most High is watching everything that is going on. And this pandemic that we are in today, in this crisis, with our people dying more than everybody else, blacks, Latinos, and so-called Native American Indians. In this day and time that we are in today, we are going to need something. And what is that? It's life. You're going to need real life. You're going to need to awake from out of sleep. Like what the Apostle Paul said, we are going to need to awake from out of sleep. Because this is the new reality. Right. And if they come out and say anything else about opening up the country, listen, I'm going to give you heads up, right? This is what they're going to start doing. Donald Trump and these governors, they're going to start going out there and telling people that the people that's being infected by the COVID-19 has been decreasing. And they're going to lie. They're going to lie. They're going to lie just so they can open up their country. And about a year later, millions of people are going to die. You understand me? The Most High is going to show everybody that this oppressor is only for themselves. They only for businesses. You understand me? Keeping the economy rolling. So people can eat, so people can spend money, so people can make America rich and richer. So they can have trillions on top of trillions of dollars and never even think about helping those people that really need help in the hood. They never even consider that because they don't care. They're greedy. And that's really the only thing that they give a damn about. And that's why the Lord is saying, here, the Lord going to take care of that. The Most High is going to wipe out that beast. Let's read on.
Verse 6. And he opened his mouth in blasphemy against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven.
Go ahead.
Verse
And
9.
of them. Now, how you know he blasphemed of them that dwell in heaven? Go on, Bazarakah.
The names or just period?
He said of them that dwell in heaven.
I'll take a stab at them. That they say that the angels are white. You know, basically.
There you go. Yeah, they say the angels are white. That's a blasphemy, man. You understand me? Even on this, man, this came out years ago, man. This white boy, I forget what happened. I think he had a seizure or something like that, or he was sleeping. He had a dream, all right? And that dream, he said, I saw God. He said God was a black man. He said, I saw Jesus. Now, this is a white boy, by the way, right? He said, I saw Jesus. He said Jesus was black. And then he said, I saw great men around Jesus and around God. And he said, I noticed that the angels were black. That they were black, man. You understand me? The Most High God, he is angry right now. He's angry. And he wants his people back so bad, so bad. Only if we can just wake up. What our people really don't know, of course, we know the truth, but they don't know it, they don't understand it yet, right? But spiritually, they are in a dream. They're in a dream. You understand me? And it's like, you ever had a bad dream and you want to wake up so bad? When even in the dream, you're saying, damn, let me wake up. You know, let me wake up. It's like, damn, man, you fighting from that dream. You're trying to get out the dream, man. You understand me? Before you know it, you can't wake up from it. That's our people, man. They don't know that this American dream, it's a dream. And they are stuck in it. They're stuck in it. And the Most High God, that's why he brought forth the COVID-19. And it's just the beginning. Today, the days that we are in today, you are going to see nothing but miracles. You're going to see it. It's going to happen time and time and time and time. Everyone is going to know soon that we are the prophets of the Most High God. Everybody is going to know. And in the time that we are in today, like the Lord said, He's going to make a man more precious than fine gold. And that day, they're going to look for us. Like I'm sure some people looking for us right now. They can't. But we ain't there. We ain't going to be there. Like the Lord said, they ain't going to be on the corner for long. I'm paraphrasing it. They're going to come searching for us. They're going to be looking for us. But by time then, it may be too late. The Lord wants us all to understand the true meaning of life. Let's go to the book of Ezekiel. All right, the 37th chapter. This pandemic that we are in today, it's a blessing to black people. Okay? Hispanics and Native Americans. It is a blessing. It's a blessing. You just don't know it. You not going to work is a blessing. You're so bored. Because you're so bored, you're going to type something in that's called ISUPK. And you're going to watch a video. And before you know it, you're going to be in the truth.
Right.
Before you know it, because you're so bored and you ain't working 24/7. You ain't getting up 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. Now you have free time. Like Commander Juliana said, at this upcoming Passover, if one person raised their hand and said they came to the truth because of the COVID-19, then it was of Yahweh. It was of the Most High God. You understand me? This beast been in charge for a very long time. Too long. Too much suffering that we have been through as a nation of people. From seeing our people, man, die, have yokes upon their necks, go through slavery, and your children, they cut up your eyes from trying to read the Bible. This was going on for a very long time. Can you imagine an older black man that's about 70, 80 years old? That was Abraham when we first went into Egypt. You understand? Abraham was an old man. He was an old man when we went into Egypt, man. A very old man. Been around for a long time. You know? The Most High God called Abraham his friend, man. Called him his friend. But of course, you know, his children ain't want to obey. He obeyed. But of course, you can't, you know, we suffer as a nation of people. You understand me? Every single one of us are suffering right now. That's why we believe that we're African American and we Christians. I don't know why anyone is still saying they're Christian now. Okay, and I'll tell you why. Because they are not there for you right now when you need them the most. Where are they? Where are they? Can you call a pastor? Can you go to church on Sunday to get some counseling? Huh? Where are they when you really need them the most? I'll tell you where they are. Cash App. That's it. You understand me? Cash App. Cash App. Cash App, not only just 10%, but give me your whole stimulus check. Your whole entire check. That's how you know they ain't for the people. They ain't for the people. This is not about money here. This is about life and death. And spiritually, as a people, man, the Most High God wants us to understand this. We are not alive in America. This is not living. You want to know who are alive? White people are alive. They living, and they living good. But every time I go on YouTube or I look at their houses, I'm jealous every single time. You understand me? Because I know we should be ruling this earth. We should be in charge right now. But of course, weed is stronger than us. Cigarettes is more stronger than us. Pork and shrimp and lobster is more stronger than us. When we are in this hard position that we are in today, because we decided to not serve the Most High God, but, you know, to serve yourself. And that's the problem. When we decided to serve ourselves, who did we end up serving? The dragon, the oppressor. And we gave them power over the earth. Okay? Let's go to, let's start at Ezekiel 37 and verse 1. You go ahead and read it on Bazaar Rakah.
Okay. It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 1. Mm-hmm. The hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord.
Okay, let's understand this, right? All right. As a prophet of the Most High God, right? He can be with you in many types of ways. All right. Like how on the General Burnout yesterday, when the brothers, man, they was about to make a full out movie. You understand me? A full out movie. You know, it was a pandemic. What was the name of the Doctrine? Right, the movie was going to be called Doctrine, right? And the disease came from China. This is what you're going to have to understand, right? You want to have to develop the skill and discipline and faith to know when God is speaking to you. You understand me? God, Yahweh, He can be talking to you. Sometimes you may not know it. Sometimes you may not do it. You understand me? Sometimes in life, don't think about it too much, man. Just do it. I think Nike said it the best. Just do it. When I heard about that, man, I said, boy, oh boy, that was the Most High God right there. You understand me? Trying to let the whole world know that he's only with the Israelite School of UPK.
Right.
That's the Most High right there. Just like what's going on with Ezekiel. The Most High led him in a valley of dry bones. Let's read on.
Khan, and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones, and caused me to pass by round about.
So he was going back and forth. You know, he was passing by round about. Read on.
Khan. And behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live?
Read that again.
Can these bones live?
Now, why did he ask that? He says, Son of man, can these bones live? Why did he ask that? Go on, Brother Araka.
Khan, basically, what his job was to speak. So, saying basically, if I go and talk to these dead people, are they able to come back to life?
All right, you're right there. Let me give it to you in a way when everyone can understand, right? You're in a house with people in the world, all right? And, they eating what the hell they want to eat. They smoke weed, they do whatever the hell they want to do. In your mind, you may say to yourself, can they live? When will they wake up? Are they able to wake up? Are they able to understand the things that I understand? That was Ezekiel. Now, can you imagine being in your house, right? Full of dry bones, right? Just your house. Now, maybe 7 people in your house, right? And then imagine being Ezekiel and being in a valley of dry bones. If you know anything about a valley, right, it's dry bones everywhere. It's a big valley. You understand? So now you're in a valley of dry bones. Imagine this, right? Okay, let me see. How can I say it so you can understand it? Imagine having 10 of the same baby mothers. Imagine that. Now you have one. Then imagine having 9 more of the same one. That may be kind of rough. You understand me? Imagine having 10 children that just refuse to listen to you. You understand me? And it's messing with you all day, 24/7, because they don't listen and they so hard-headed. They just don't get it. Then imagine having 50 of them. That's like Ezekiel being in a valley of dry bones. And everyone is in that valley. They dry. Bones are dry, meaning they are not alive. They are just like, if I could bring it to today, right, I would say like the Walking Dead. They're alive, but then they are not alive. He in the valley of dry bones. Let's read on.
God. There were very many in the open valley.
They were everywhere, every single where in that valley. Go ahead.
God. And lo, they were very dry. Verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord God, thou knowest. Again, he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Most High. Thus saith the Lord God unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you.
So now the Lord told him, go out there and teach. You understand? That's a man's job, man. You know, if you're a man, you know, man, your job is to teach. If you're a woman, your job is to take care of the kids, obey your man, be a helpmate unto him. You understand? But as a man, your job is to teach, man, to be a leader. You understand me? To guide the people, to be priests and prophets of the Most High God. Read on.
That I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded. And as I prophesied, there was a noise. And behold, a shake.
Now, here you go, right now. Ezekiel is in a valley that's full of dry bones, right? Now think about it, right? And then he did exactly what the Most High God told him to do. And then he heard a shaking. What is that shaking? And then he heard a shaking. What is that shaking? Go ahead.
Like I'm breathing.
Say it again.
I'm breathing.
Okay, yes. Yes. But it's a little more. Give me a little more on the shaking. The shaking is this, okay? Can you imagine, all right, you have an arm bone right here, right? And you got your left arm bone right here. Then you have your other bones just everywhere. Then you hear a shake. The shake is now the bones are now coming together. Okay, that's the shake right there. Now the bones, they trying to simply come together so they can become what? Life. Now the bones ain't together. Let's say you have one arm over there, your bone is all the way over there. Then you have your left arm, your bone is all the way over there. Then you have your legs and your bones is all the way over there. So now as they trying to come together, then maybe you can walk. You know, it's kind of like a baby, right? What do they say about children? You got to crawl before you walk. Why do they use that term? Because your bones ain't fully together yet. You understand me? So you're not able to stand up and just walk and just move your arms how you would like to move your arms. Your bones have to simply come together. Let's read on.
Come. And as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together.
And then all the bones, they started to come together, piece by piece, by piece, and by piece. Go ahead.
Bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh came up upon them, and the skin covered them above, but there was no breath in them.
Now, the skin was trying to come upon them, but it wasn't quite alive. Now, think about bones, and then think about sinews and flesh coming upon them. What is bones with no flesh? Nothing. You ever saw somebody that was, let me use, for example, a crackhead, right? You know, you look at a crackhead or any drug addict. How do you normally know that they do drugs? Because they damn near look like a zombie and you understand? They look like they They don't have no weight on them. They are skinny as hell. You understand? Like, what's that? What's the brother name? It's a brother, man, that got high. I forget his name. It's on the skin of my damn teeth. What's his name? Yo, you look at any crackhead, right? Most crackheads, they bony as hell. And the reason why they're so bony, because they are not spiritually alive. You ever see a crackhead that used to smoke crack, and then maybe about 5-10 years down the line, if they got off of drugs, they look completely different. You may say, damn, I can't believe that's you. You know, I ran into a brother, this was not too long ago, probably about a month ago. My brother used to smoke crack. You know, he was skinny as hell. Skinny as hell. And I ran into him not too long. I said, hey, that's you. He said, yeah, man. I said, what's going on, brother? You know, he said, you know, I clean myself up. I was like, Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. You can tell you put on some weight. You know, you got a little belly now. You understand me? You got some weight up around his face, when before it was like it's just bones that just wasn't connected to one another. You understand? He looked like a zombie and all that, skinny as hell, needed some food. But of course, you know, when you're on drugs, food is just not as important. You understand? The most important thing to any drug addict is the actual drug. You understand me? So now, as the bones are coming together, the flesh is now coming upon the bones. Meaning now they trying to receive the life, but it's not quite there yet. Okay? Let's read on.
Verse 9. Then he said unto me, prophesy unto the wind. Prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord God, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them.
Read that again.
Come. And the breath came into them.
Now, how can you have breath if, you know, you're smoking weed and smoking cigarettes? They say if you're doing drugs, man, you are highly at risk to catch the COVID-19. You understand me? Because with no lungs, boy, oh boy, your lungs are destroyed, and that COVID-19 hit you. You know, it's going to wipe you out, man, completely. You know, you have lung problems because you've been smoking your whole entire life. When that disease comes, it's going to hit you. The Lord told Ezekiel to prophesy. He taught. You understand me? He stood out there and he taught the people. And then before you know it, the breath of life started to come upon them. Let's read on.
And they lived and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army.
Now, that's what's about to happen. Listen, you're going to be seeing these days before you know it. But of course, times have to get worse before they get better. The times that we are in today, they're going to get worse. America will never be the same again. Okay? You don't believe me, you will see it. You will experience it. America will never be the same again. It's only going to get worse and worse and worse. The Most High feel to grab his people out of captivity it's been too long. It's been so long for us, man. So long. You know, look at these other nations and see how they live in life. You know, and see that we barely surviving. You understand? We could barely eat the food that you want to eat. Barely live. The time is almost over. And in the time of this pandemic, hold on to what you know. Hold on to it, man. Hold on to this life. Because without this life, without the Most High God, remember this, Without God and his spirit, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. You go back to what you used to be doing in the world. You are nothing without his spirit. Job said it. He said he hated himself, man. Hated the things that he did in the world. He knew that he understood. He ain't nothing. Nothing at all. And his spirit is life. His spirit gives you the courage and the ability to be able to fight and to overcome the things that are trying to destroy you. Without his spirit, without his life, we would be in captivity for another 1,000 years. Another 1,000 years. If it was up to T.J. Creflo Dollar. If it was up to Donald Trump, it'd be another 500,000 years. Jeez. I don't know what the hell I do. You understand? That's just too long, man. Remember, your spirit, man. You know, you may be young. You may be a young man or a young woman, man, but better believe it, man. Your spirit, feel this, man. You know, your spirit been here for a very long time, man. Very long time, and everyone's spirit knows, man, especially if you're in this truth, man. You know that it's been a long road, man. It's been a very long road, you know, and the road is almost over. It's almost coming to the end. And you're gonna have to endure, you know. You're gonna be bored. You're gonna have nothing to do. You know, Satan gonna try to use anything that's gonna stress you out, make you feel so depressed. He's gonna use anything or anybody to have you feeling so down. And you're gonna have to be stronger now. You're gonna have to be stronger now. You got your hand up on Mazaraka.
Oh, come, sir, if I could, just to elaborate what you said about,
please.
you know, our spirits being here. Like the oppressor he knows something to the point where it's like, okay, he'll give you double life, you know, knowing, like, you know, hopefully thinking probably, like, you know, you serve a life here, the next time you come back, you're gonna serve another life.
Yeah, exactly. You know, that's why, of course, you know, the Lord gonna bring us out of this, you know, and he's doing it. Like you seeing his power right before your eyes. You just don't see it. Now, the reason why I say you don't see it, meaning, like, you don't actually see the angels working, but you see that people are dying of the COVID-19. You see, 1.5 million people have died total due to the COVID-19. You see it. Like, he is here, man. You understand, man? Those prayers that we send up, don't for a second think the Most High ain't hearing you, because he's hearing you. Shake forth the pockets of the rich. You understand me? The Most High is hearing us, and he about to bring us out. He about to bring us out. And, you know, as a loyal servant, man and woman, you're going to have to endure some hard shit, man. You understand me? Everything ain't going to be easy. You're going to be tested. You know, like the Lord said, you know, this the brotherhood class. You know, love thy brother as thyself. Who can overcome you if you have a brother right there by your side? You understand me? Now, you probably can get rolled on by, 10 niggas if you're alone, but damn, I feel better if I get rolled on if my brother is right there with me. You understand me? I can live with that one, Bazaar God. You understand me? It's 20 of them, but it's 2 of us. Jeez, man, I take a couple of black eyes. Because at least I knew, man, we was riding together, man. You understand? You forget about Christ, man. You understand? He took more than just black olives, brother and sister. You understand? He was crucified to death, just so we can have life. And in this time and day that we are in today, real life is going to mean everything, because people are going to panic. They're going to worry themselves to death. Tons of people are going to stress themselves out because they don't have a job and they ain't going to work. How they going to pay their bills? How they going to pay their rent and all that, right? But you're going to be protected by the Most High God, Yahweh Shai, His servant, Jesus Christ. He going to protect you. He going to watch over you. Like the Lord said, He should be like shield and buckler unto those that have life. If you don't have life, damn, I feel bad for you. You understand me? Every single day I think about if I wasn't in the truth. If I wasn't in the truth, every single day it comes to my mind. Damn, what do I do right now? Without the brothers, without the Hakim, without the generals and the captains and your family, this brotherhood is going to be a weapon to you, man. It's going to be a weapon. When you're feeling weak, you're going to have a brother next to you. You understand? When you're feeling like you're ready to give up, man, you're going to have a brother that's going to be there to encourage you. You understand? You're going to have somebody there for when you need food, for when you need something to drink, for when you need anything. You're going to have a brother there that is going to be there to help you. Because in these last days of time, we all going to need one another. And the nation is going to rise. It is going to rise. It is going to be something like you have not even imagined. You're going to say, why the Lord chose me? Shit. He chose my wicked ass, all the shit that I've done, man. All the drugs I sold, the cocaine, the crack and all that. Lord chose me. Well, He must have knew I was a real nigga inside. You understand me? Lord must have knew that one day I was going to wake up and that real nigga was going to come out. And that life that He had for every single one of us was going to just be up in us, man. He knew it. He knew it. Without life, you have nothing. Absolutely nothing without life. Okay? Let's read on.
Verse 11. Verse 11. At the end. Our bones are dry, and our hope is lost. Mm-hmm. We are cut off for our parts.
What?
Therefore prophesy unto them. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37, and verse 12. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel.
All right, the Lord was saying He's going to bring you to life. Listen, believe that, man. This land, this ain't our land. We're going back home soon. You understand? We ain't going to speak English. We're going to speak Hebrew. I can't stand the English language anyway. You understand? We're going to speak our own native tongue, the Lashawan Kodash. The Most High is going to bring us back in our own nation. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be great, man, to be where we belong. Read on.
Come on, God. And ye shall know that I am the Lord, when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of the graves.
There you go. Your graves, meaning the Lord will bring you to life. Will bring you back to life. Read on.
Come on, God. Verse 14. And shall put my spirit in you.
And shall do what?
Put my spirit in you.
Don't forget that. The Lord said knowledge puffeth up. Don't let it puff you up, man, when you think you someone you're not. Okay? Remember, without His spirit, you are the same nigga that used to smoke weed. You are the same sister that used to be a whore. Without His spirit, you ain't nothing. You understand me? Absolutely nothing at all. And you humble yourself by that, man. Know that the Most High God's Spirit is so strong and His Spirit can save your life. Without it, you're walking dead. You're dead man walking, man. You don't know what to do. You don't know who to marry. You don't know who to have sex with. You don't know what to eat and what not to eat. Read on.
Come. And ye shall live,
Mm-hmm.
and I shall place you in your own land.
Go ahead.
Then shall ye know that I, the Lord, has spoken,
Mm-hmm.
and performed it,
Mm-hmm.
saith the Lord.
When He did it, He's going to do it. He's going to do it, man. The Lord ain't going to hesitate. He is going to do it. It is going to happen. It's going to happen. You know, it ain't happening right now in this second. But remember, the Lord said, Christ cometh as a thief in the night. The thief in the night. A lot going to be going on when He comes. You know, and then you're going to know, dang, you're going to thank God for giving you life, for giving you His Spirit, His holy, special Spirit, to be able to be great and do great things. And knowing without it, you'll be nothing. Nothing at all. Read on.
Come. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, verse 16, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel as companions. Then take another stick and write upon them for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel his companions.
Now, when you think about stick, right? But what comes to mind? Stick. When you think about stick. Go ahead, Barzar.
Like a street sign.
Okay, not quite. Think about stick. Now, we all know the 9.5 tribes, they were cast out at one bit of time, right? You know, it was simply just Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and on the other tribes were cast out. So now the Lord said here, He said, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write it upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel. Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel his companions. Go on, Brazarica.
It's like, sir, okay, I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I see like a stick, right? Like something that, like, you know, holding something. Like maybe holding something.
Now you move on to it. You got your hand up, Bob?
Okay. I was going to say rulership.
Okay, no. All right, I'm trying not to give it to you. All right, a stick. Think about stick. A stick. Where can you get a stick? Barzar? A tree, right? So now when you think about a tree, what comes to mind? What?
Family.
Right there. Family tree. You understand me? Now, it ain't gonna be no more separation. You know, for those people that's talking about the Hispanics are not, you know, the Israelites, man, they are fooling, man. You understand me? Sticks are on trees, man. The Lord said they ain't gonna be one stick anymore, because now we are gonna be a family tree. We are gonna be one family. We won't be separated anymore. The Hispanics ain't gonna hate Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and Judah, Benjamin, and Levi ain't gonna hate the Hispanics anymore. We're gonna be one family tree. Okay, let's read on.
Verse 17. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand.
And join, see that? Join them one to another on one stick. And now they're going to be one. They're going to be one family. One family now. You understand? Don't let nobody tell you the Puerto Ricans ain't your brothers and sisters.
Right.
You understand me? Those Mexicans, man. Donald Trump trying to, not bring them in America. Those Mexicans, they are our family.
Right.
You understand me? The Lord said we ain't gonna be one stick anymore. We ain't gonna be separated. We ain't gonna be two anymore. So like it. But now we're gonna be one. We're gonna be one family and one tree. Okay? Let's read on.
Come on. Verse 18. And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not shew us what thou meanest by these? Verse 19, say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah.
See that? You understand that? You're going to put them all together. You're going to put them with the stick of Judah. So now they all going to be together, one family. Read on.
Come. And make them one stick,
Mm-hmm.
and they shall be one in mine hand.
There you go. They're going to be one people, man. Read on.
Come. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And say unto them, thus saith the Lord God, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen.
There you go. Now, what happened when the Lord cast the Hispanics out? They were among the heathens. Think about it. When the Lord cast them out, they were considered what? Gentiles. You understand me? Remember, James 1:1, we were scattered abroad among all the nations of the earth. Now we ain't going to be scattered anymore. Now we are going to come together in these last days. Read on.
Come. And bring them into their own land.
Drop down to verse 25.
Come. Verse 25. And they shall dwell in the land that I have given them unto Jacob my servant,
Mm-hmm.
wherein your fathers had dwelt.
Go ahead.
And they shall dwell therein,
Mm-hmm.
even they and their children, and their children's children forever.
Go ahead.
And my servant David shall be their prince forever.
There you go. Now how you know David gonna be their prince forever? Go ahead, brother.
Christ.
Because Christ. All right? You understand? Because Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shah, he is going to be their servant forever. Read on.
Come. Verse 26. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them.
Mm-hmm.
It shall be an everlasting covenant with them.
Go ahead.
And I will place them
Mm-hmm.
and multiply them.
Go ahead.
And will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore.
Go ahead.
Verse 27, my tabernacle also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their God, and they shall be my people.
Hey, that's the time that we in right now. You understand? And the Most High God ain't playing. Listen, man, he will be our God, even if we don't want him to. And some of us want, Allah to be God, or like Jesus, Africans, Buddha. But Most High God, he will be our power. And you will see it. You will see it. And the time that we are in today, you want to see the Mexicans and the Hispanics, they are going to come in here together. You understand me? We're going to be deep. We're going to be really, really deep. You understand me? And then that day, you're going to know, everyone will know who God is with that day. And with that being said, I'm going to pass the class over to Priest and Officer Barzaraka.
Get Captain Ahmad, one more hand. It's the ISUPK security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahan. Rule for new brother and sister, When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother and sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Ties, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verses 21. Also the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10. Ma'asher means 10 in Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department, priest fund, free will offering for the priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, up and coming holy convocation, will be the Passover. Again, we will have it. So like, sir, you want to announce anything?
No, you too out.
We will have the Passover. Lord allow, once this COVID-19 surpasses us, again, keep sharpening up on your garments. Make sure you want to prepare yourself and get ready to have a good time. And we're going to do it right for the Most High. Remind Akim and Aqua to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in school, start to wear our black boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that, I imagine it's a Men of Israel, we're going to get a brothers a courteous salute. Men of Israel, Imad Shabbat, Imad, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shabbat, Yahweh hands down, Sar, which means turn, sisters, Imad, which means to stand. You want to make sure your feet at a 45-degree angle, your right hand over your left, your head bowed, and also making sure that your head is covered. Men of Israel, we're going to get a sisters a courteous salute. Men of Israel, Imad Shabbat, Imad, Barak, Yahweh Shamar, Adam Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Matah, hands down, class is here.